Okay, well, here we are again.
Here we are again.
Two Michelles.
One question.
Podcast.
Very special guest today.
We do. I'm very excited. He's a very fun guy. Do people describe you as a fun guy?
No one does.
Really?
Liar. You're lying.
But I mean, when I was a kid, I felt like the police officers were very buttoned up.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a cultural thing. It's still kind of like that.
You wear a tie.
I do everywhere I go, and long sleeves. That's my thing. I always wear long sleeves and a tie. People think I have crazy tattoos. Like,
or maybe a little eczema that you don't want.
Or eczema.
Can we introduce the guest?
Oh, go for it.
Chief Eric Winstrom, Grand Rapids Police Department. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for inviting me, and thank you very much for the coffee.
Oh, yeah. He said, I'll always have coffee. Because I said, do you want water, coffee?
I mean, you can just walk right over here and get it.
I will show up every day if you offer me coffee.
I would love it because I feel very protected when the chief is around.
I do too. He's also a board member of the Boys and Girls Club with us.
We see him there.
Well, board chair.
Yeah,
Let me not.
pretty important. So.
It is
so important.
Well, the Boys and Girls Club started with the police department.
That's right.
And so I didn't even know that history.
Yeah.
Now I do.
Yep. We've held on all these years with there's even a symbol, the Grand Rapids Police Department symbols on all three clubs. And so we like to stay involved, and it might not make immediate sense, but if you think about it, how much making sure that these young people have a safe place to be,
Absolutely.
And good mentors in their life,
Yep.
and all that, it just kind of all fits in with our goal.
You know, Chief, before we launch into the question, I do want to say this too. I've been here a long, long time. In fact, I was born in Michigan. I mean, grew up in Grand Rapids. It's my hometown. And we've had a lot of chiefs of police. And I really have to say, you're probably fourth. No, I'm kidding. You're up there, but not
top five.
Top five, definitely.
No,
Yeah.
I have to say, what I like is your approach is approachable. It is. Your approach is you can be approached by anything. You once said to me, I'll say yes to everything if it gets me out and talking to people. And that's that's a great show.
Sometimes just getting invited is a hard part. And so thanks for having me here. But yeah, even for you guys might be a hard conversation today. I don't know what you're going to ask me, but sometimes I know I'm going to a place that it's not going to be a friendly conversation.
Sat in rooms.
Yeah.
You have very hard conversations.
But
at least they're willing to talk. So.
Yeah. What was it? Your 27th day here? You had a very hard conversation. Yeah. He just started working here, and there was a shooting that made national news here, and you went in and talked to the family and hung out with them, and that story still gets me.
That was I was not expecting that obviously to start, but it just didn't really change what I had to do here. It just made a big exclamation point on how important getting out in the community and talking to people.
He went to their church. He went to the church and spoke too. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely
You handled that with such grace, and especially being here such a short time. And you're from Chicago, my hometown, which I love.
Oh yeah.
All right, question time.
Moving on.
One question.
Okay. It's kind of 2 questions in one, but I'm making it one sentence to follow the rules. Okay. What keeps you up at night, and what gives you hope?
Oh boy. Okay. What? That's good.
So we can start with what keeps you up at night. We'll do like a round robin of it, and then
So number one, I don't have this conversation outside of the police department very much, but I'll tell you guys, I worry for the physical safety of my police officers, and that's something that I have been so fortunate here. Like I try never to have a bad day in my career, but I've had it. I had a friend of mine was killed on the job in Chicago, February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, back 2018. And those are devastating. And, they come with last officer we lost in the line of duty here was Bobby Kosminski. That was back in 2007. You hope that never happens. But with a police department our size, and the men and women on the police department know this, I usually have my radio on, even when I'm home. Sometimes it drives my wife and kids crazy. It stresses my wife out. She was a police officer for 13 years. So she hears it in the background. She's like, I don't want to listen to that. But I have it on in the background, and I get stressed out, and I care about it. Sometimes I'll show up on the scene, and some of the officers that have a better sense of humor will be like, "Well, Dad's here."
Oh yeah,
and that's kind of how I feel. Like everybody's an adult that works there, but I have this this feeling. And so when it's a busy night, especially when it's a warm Friday or Saturday night, and I'm listening to the radio and I hear they're going to call, and a man with a gun here, and this, and by the way, you'll see, something happens in the news, and then you won't kind of hear from the police department for 6 months until usually something negative happens, and they'll be like, oh, look at this, Grand Rapids. But what you don't hear is every day we average about 300 calls every day. And the officers are taking a illegally possessed gun off the street on average, one or two every single day. And they do it so well. And you never hear about it because it's done successfully without violence, and you get it. And I just woke up the other day and had a message from one of the lieutenants say, these guys are doing a great job, and send me a link. And I watched body worn camera, and it's a guy running from the police from a traffic stop. I think he had warrants or whatever, but he runs out the door of this apartment. He runs in an apartment building, runs out the door, and there's two officers on the other side of the door, and they tackle him. They get him in custody. They do it perfectly and everything, but he had a gun in his hand the whole time. He's running with a gun, and they don't shoot him. They manage to wrestle it away from him. And it's something that 25 years ago, I think he would have been shot like 1,000 times. But they're so careful at how they treat things. And things like that you never hear about because it goes well.
Right.
But I hear about it and I follow it, and I was like, oh.
But if somebody's running towards you with a gun, you have the right to. You do.
Yeah, I mean, we do. We take it to as far as we can. We, our sanctity of life. Like, we care very much. If there's a chance not to hurt somebody, we don't want to hurt them. Sometimes that's the decision isn't ours. But so what keeps me up at night? That's it. That's something I talk internally, all my supervisors, but that's a big one. I know there's so much going on. I care about the community. I care about when a young person gets killed. That's devastating to me. So those investigations and those worries keep me up too. But really, I have that's the dad gene instinct in me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, I hope I wake up, all my officers are okay. I don't get that call in the middle of the night. That's, I think, probably every police chief's night.
How many kids? Yeah. How many? Yeah. I was just going to say, that's a lot of kids. How many are there? We both have the same.
In the police department?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've got over 300 officers. Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
So every night, depending on what's going on, you can have as many as 40. I mean, ideally, we have 30 officers on a night shift working, but that doesn't include like our vice team or a special response team, other officers that could be out doing work. So you might have 50 officers on the street, depending on what's going on, and that's 50 officers that are getting in different situations that you're just praying and hoping that the training that they go through and that the support that they get, that everything works out right. I mean, it's not just hoping and praying. We train.
Oh yeah,
we have a great training culture. Yeah,
it's not like, I threw you in the deep end. See if you can swim.
Good luck. And some handcuffs. Go have fun.
Well, yeah, we also have a very go figure it out. Yeah, we also have a very young police department. I think since I've been there, we've hired over 100. So a third of the police department's been hired just in the past 3 years. And that means I'll walk into our lineup room, which is where we have our roll calls. It feels like a high school homeroom sometimes. I'm like, are you old enough to be? I know. Just because you know how it is.
Hi, boss. Like he's got.
But I know they're trained. I know they all went to the academy, and we train them really well. And they've all got good support out on the street. But it's still like, I got that.
Who's your favorite?
No, yeah. Oh yeah. No, I keep a list. They know. I tell them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're my favorite. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Michelle, what
I was gonna say? Well, what? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go around.
You go next.
What keeps me up at night?
Because mine kind of overlaps, and then we can swing back around.
What keeps me up at night is my age. For some reason, I can't sleep.
Well, right.
No.
Same.
Yeah.
Also,
I used to be a worrier. I'm really trying not to worry as much, but it still happens. What keeps me up at night is. This is so sad to say because live in the moment, is the up ahead, the future.
Yeah, really.
The future. Yeah. I have a son and he and his wife just moved back to Michigan and he's my only son, my only child. And they're fantastic, but they moved to Petoskey of all places. Huh. And
Petoskey's amazing.
I love Petoskey.
I've never been.
Get up there.
I have to go visit them.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, there.
Okay.
Yeah, soon. I wouldn't go in the middle of winter.
Oh no, okay.
No. Yeah,
we love to ski.
I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah, go get up there. Okay. And I worry about this is so weird, but as a mom, I worry that he's like happy, because I know it's the two of them, and I don't know if they're having kids or not. I'm not one of those, you can have a kid, would I?
Thank you.
And if it happens, it happens.
But right, hey, whatever makes you happy,
Yeah.
son of a-
Son of a gun.
but it's on them, because they're whatever they want. But I worry about that, if they're just that they're going to be happy, and that's weird. And I thought,
That's not weird.
well,
It's not weird.
that's what keeps me up.
Okay.
And this is really sad too. My dog's welfare.
Aw.
I have 3
Do they all
dogs.
sleep with you?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, of course.
Of course
They're all doing very
Do
well.
yours sleep with you?
Of course, she spoons me under the
Yeah.
covers.
See, this is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No, my too. My dog's got to
Yeah.
be right next to.
Right there.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
then when you scoot, they scoot like with you.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's
the
great
best.
in the winter. In the
Yes.
summer, it's like
The summer, it's
hot,
not.
hot.
So that's for me, that and scary. I'm afraid of scary movies. Like I start thinking
Oh.
about The Exorcist in the middle of the night, and it freaks me out.
Thank you. That's why I
Yeah.
don't watch them. I don't watch.
Yeah, I can't. I mean,
Yeah,
I still haven't watched The Exorcist all the way through. So I went to Catholic school.
I've never
Nuns.
seen it. Yeah, that's
Oh, they're
terrifying.
nuns.
I could never handle scary movies.
Okay.
No.
When I was
Good,
little,
me
yeah.
neither.
Yeah,
I'll stay away from
ugh.
them. Don't watch them, and so then they won't keep you up. I would, I'll say, it's kind of the same thing as what keeps me up and gives me hope is people in general. Like I have always been. It's kind of weird. I've always been like, I hate people until I love people.
Yeah.
And it's like, as a collective group right now, people not my favorite.
Yeah.
And I worry a lot about just the state of the world. I worry about my kid and like what kind of life our children are going to have. Like, I mean, stupid, crazy things. And like,
Yeah.
and what can I do to be part of the solution? And I sit and think about this, like where am I supposed to be in all of this? And, it's like the only time I slow down, like I feel like I'm just really busy, and then I lay in bed and I start thinking about really crazy things.
Yeah.
Like worst case scenarios and just.
But you are, would you correct me if I'm wrong on this one, Chief Winstrom, but you say, what can I be part of the solution? And it's funny that you hate people till you love people, but you're kind of a light. Like you're kind of a bright light.
Aw.
Like, is she not like
You are.
She is.
Yeah, you give hope to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're one of those. You're very
Very
she's
positive.
a good hugger. She's very positive.
Yep.
everybody says that to you.
I am a good
uplifting.
hugger.
Yeah.
If I'm anything, I'm
Yeah.
a good hugger.
But you are the, even when you're going through a hard time, you're very positive.
Thank you. I don't feel
Or you
like
fake it very well.
Well, and because, again, it goes back to just collectively, like I have to step away from that. And I have to be like, okay, I can't look at this big picture right now.
Because there is good going on.
There's so
there
much
are
good.
there are good things.
And that's what gives me hope too, is the people who I run into every single day, who are doing amazing things, who care so much, who are bringing light and joy and creativity and goodness to the world and sharing it. And I get to talk to them. And then, so that's my job, which is so awesome. And so that always gives me hope, but like, man, it's sometimes really hard to have that right now.
Yeah.
And I sit and I wallow in it, and I need to not, because it's like, I just don't, I don't think about it until I do. And then I do. And I'm like,
I can't, I'm a not in my backyard person. I'm like, if it's not, I can't look at the big picture like that. Cause I like in front of me, there's fun and nice.
well, I'm a news girl. And so that's
Yeah.
right.
and that's just kind of how I think.
That perspective is tough. I know, being in the police
know,
world.
I
like,
bet.
if I want to concentrate on the bad, I can do that all day long.
all
So,
day.
so you have to kind of intentionally look. And I'm with you. I'm hopeful. I'm with you guys because I know that. I know so many more good is going on in the world, so many more good people, whatever. But you in the media or in the news world, you tend to be like, oh, let's talk about something negative going on. It's interesting, and it's but the police
But you
world
have
too,
to.
very
You have to know.
no one calls 911 like, hey, send in a police officer over. I want to tell them what a great job.
I baked him cookies.
Everything's going perfect in my life, and I just want to tell the cops everything's
So what
going
happened
great.
if we called 911 and did that?
That's
We would
probably
kind of get in
inappropriate.
trouble.
Yeah, you probably.
I'm like, that's actually
We'll give you guys a pass.
I have called
Yeah.
the non-emergency number though.
Yeah.
And said like, oh, there's a thing on, for not emergency things.
Like what?
I called non-emergency when was there something going on the road?
Like parking
Okay.
or-
Okay. There's a guy who was stranded on out on the highway. And I'm like, you want me to call? He's like, yeah, call. I didn't call 911. It wasn't that kind of strand. It was a non-emergency. Hey, could somebody, it wasn't life or death. And he was like, I'm good. Just, but I did stop because I'm an intervener now.
Good. That's good. See,
Is it?
good.
All right.
Good. The more good, more hope. Your
Really?
reasons we have hope. Yeah, because you're a good person.
I know, but
Yeah.
sometimes I intervene when I shouldn't intervene.
Oh, then it becomes entertaining. That's good too. Yeah.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fodder.
I was telling him before the show that I actually had somebody pull a gun on me, and I actually did. And it was on the other side of the state.
And it all worked out for the best.
It did.
But do not ever.
I thought I could talk him out of it. I was staring at the barrel of this revolver. He had his arm over his car, and I thought,
oh my God,
little chunky West Michigan white girl thought she could talk him out of it and say, "Listen, I'm you. Look, you don't," because he was beating up his girlfriend and put her in my car.
God.
And so
putting her in your car?
Yeah, because she looked, the face she gave me, I'm like, get in my car.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I wanted to rescue her from him.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. Anyway, he pulled a gun on me, and I wanted to reason with him about it. And he did say, "You're crazy." And he jumped in his car and took off. It was on 8 Mile, which was a dumb place to stop and get gas in the middle of the day. But
he was right. You are crazy. You were crazy that day. Don't do it again.
But it worked
out. Yeah.
It did work.
I mean, I would act crazy. If someone pulled a gun on me, I'd act like an absolute bananas crazy. Be like, shoot me.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh, I was like,
I seriously would.
You don't mean that. Like I was like, I was like a movie. Right. I saw way too many movies. Right. Yeah. He probably did mean it.
Probably neither of those are our best practices.
Look at him. Okay, so what is it?
Okay,
Chief Eric Winstrom, who's giving hello. What is it that gives you hope now? What is that? This is the second part of the question.
Well, I've seen there is so much to be hopeful about. If I can dwell on bad stuff all day long, but I try to take as many opportunities as I can to do the hopeful stuff. Like you guys are on the Boys and Girls Club board.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime we do something fun with them, I'm like, this is it's very positive. Tonight at actually one of the clubs, the Seedman Club, we're doing a basketball game versus it's my SWAT team,
right? Yeah.
Our SWAT team versus a group of justice impacted young people. So it's literally like some of the officers who have arrested these young people who are now on a path to a better place. So it's like, hey, let's all get together and do it. Yeah, we did it last year too.
Okay, that is too
and it's
good.
all positive. Yeah, last year it's literally the officers who arrested these young people, and it's not. We want to make sure that this is the last time they're in handcuffs, that they're moving on, that they know that people care about them and love them, and we want to give them hope. And so we're getting together today, and it's going to be all smiles and hugs, and it's a wonderful
I don't
day.
even
So
think
here
about
for
that.
that.
Like an arrest shouldn't be personal.
no,
Does that make sense?
I don't know. I proud myself. Part of being a successful police officer for me, I came up in the Chicago Police Department. Each station had what we call a lockup, like a little jail. And so after you were done processing the arrest, you literally like take the person in the back, and they'd slam the big bars in front of them. And for me, I knew that I was doing a good job that day if I got a handshake from the person and like mutual respect. Yeah. And sometimes that was hard. Sometimes they were really angry at you. And I'd be like, are you mad at me or are you mad at you?
Yeah.
Like, ooh, okay, I'm mad at me. Like, come on, bring it in. So
young man, are you mad at me?
That's it. Yeah. Are you mad at me? Are you mad? And they were like, fine,
Directing this
officer.
anger.
Yeah. It's not personal. Just,
No, it's your job.
Right.
It's your job.
Yeah.
And
for you,
I think inherently the people who are doing the bad things probably know they're doing the bad things.
yeah,
right?
that's true. Yeah.
You know?
And for young people, certainly it's not punitive. It's not, we're going to lock you up and throw away the key for forever. It's all right. What are we going to do to get you in a better path so that you can be, because a lot of times, I mean, when you're talking about young people who are carrying around guns and stuff, they're looking for, when I was young, I was looking for acceptance in a friend group. I was looking for that love, that affection. And you got to make sure that they know that there's real hope out there for them, that there's a path to life other than I'm going to go hang out with my buddies this weekend. We're all going to put guns in our waistband and go out and get into trouble. There's a better way. So finding those better avenues, like Boys and Girls Club. So there's a lot of athletic programs out there, or like for me, I probably told you this, but like I got into musical theater in high school, and I wanted a different path than some other friends who ended up on a worse path that got arrested. I'm like, well, if I'm getting arrested, I can't be in the play.
Right.
And I want to do that.
You don't have time to go out and do that.
No, I know. I got to rehearse my lines.
Your best role.
Yeah. I was Tom Sawyer in Big River.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I did a pretty pretty good job of it.
I was cousin Mary and Tom Sawyer, and I fell off the stage. But,
I should have been Eliza Doolittle.
We gotta
You
revive
fell off
some,
the-
yeah.
Oh.
it's okay. But you
I should have been Eliza
your
Doolittle.
hope story.
Yeah.
You need your hope story.
Oh yeah.
We got to roll here.
You gotta
We're
get it
okay.
out. You got this.
My hope story is I think I'll tell you what gave me hope back again. Watching people on TikTok. And I'll tell you why. It restored my hope in humanity because people are funny and they find joy and they want to share joy. My algorithm is hilarious. It's great. That
You
brings me
created
joy.
that joyful
Yeah,
algorithm.
that's why.
Awesome.
People are funny. People
are.
are funny and they can forget what's going on in the world and just be funny and blah, 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 and laugh at themselves. How about you?
I said people.
Oh,
Also,
people. Oh,
I
that's
said
right. We
it's
missed
two.
you.
I'm like double-edged sword. I got the people that I hate, but the people that I love, and
Oh, boy.
you know, may the good guys win.
Chief
Yeah.
Eric Winstrom, thank you for joining
We're winning
us.
by having you here.
Thank you for my coffee.
To
I'll
Michelle,
come back anytime.
One Question Podcast. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for inviting me.
Wait, Chief? That's how we address you, right?
Chief.
Yeah,
Eric.
Your Honor, what, sir? Yeah,
Sir.
No, I'm just kidding. Eric
Brah,
is fine.
brah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe.